guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah, and for those of you that are new here, I do motherhood journey videos and organization videos, home decor videos. I do lots of different things. I am a mama of one baby so far. My daughter is 3.5 months old. Her name is Paisley. So I'll also be doing some like nursery hauls and some baby clothes hauls and things like that. So today I'm going to be talking about my 15 postpartum must-haves. So what I find to be essential when you are coming home from the hospital or when you're in the hospital, what you're gonna need. So for me, I would say that I spent like hours upon hours upon hours trying to find everything that I needed for being a first-time mom. And the word postpartum scared me and I had no idea what it was that I needed. I also bought like hundreds of dollars worth of things for postpartum and I found that I really didn't use any of them. I have a box full of postpartum stuff downstairs that I'm going to be donating because I didn't use a lot of the things that I was told I was going to need. So just a little disclaimer though, everybody's postpartum journey is different. What you need is going to be different than what I needed, but a lot of the things that like I believe you have to have is what I'm going to be talking about today. And then at the end, I'll just do like a little tidbit on like a couple things I bought that I didn't use, but I could see why people bought them and why I think they probably would use them. So I'm going to go over my 15 must-haves for postpartum. And some of them are probably self-explanatory and things that you just kind of already expect. And then some things you're like, probably might say that you just didn't even think about ordering them. So I am going to start with my number one. The number one thing that you need for postpartum, in my opinion, is disposable underwear. So there are many different brands of postpartum underwear that you can buy. You want the ones that are disposable for at least the first week because you will be bleeding a lot. So you do want something that you can throw away. You can use the disposable underwear and a pad and then change out the pads so you're not like going through the underwear because they are more expensive and you do have to change it quite frequently. So I got the Always brand. That one was my favorite, and I will include a picture above. So these were the ones that I found most useful, and I highly recommend that you grab 2 of these. I got the full-size ones. I believe I got a size medium. You want them a little big because you will have your postpartum belly still, so you'll have like your little bumps still hanging out there. I felt like I looked like 4 months pregnant after I had Paisley, so I do think that it's important that you size up a little bit because you will have that bump. You're not going to just go straight back to having a flat belly, okay? So the next thing I think that is very important to have for postpartum are pads, okay? The thing with pads, you're going to go through a lot of them. You're not going to be using tampons, so if you bought tampons for postpartum, you're not going to be using them. I was like terrified to use a tampon for a while, so you're not going to use those, but you will be using pads. You're going to want to get like a thicker pad, and then you're going to want to get like a smaller pad, and then like the panty liner pad. So the awesome thing about living in 2022 is that everything can be delivered to your doorstep. So I would not recommend just buying like a ton of things because you're gonna be overwhelmed. There's gonna be stuff everywhere, diapers everywhere. So I would just start by ordering your disposable underwear and ordering a larger size pad. And then, you know, when you're like a month in, you might be done bleeding and you might want to switch to like a panty liner. For me, I feel like the bleeding kind of like started out like really heavy when I got home from the hospital, and then it kind of like mellowed out and then it got really heavy again. So like you will like stop bleeding for a little bit and then it will start again. So you just want to kind of have like those bigger pads on hand for probably a good like month, and then once like you'll see like you slowly aren't bleeding as much, you can like transition to a different pad. Again, I use the Always brand for pads. I will link everything that I talk about below. I would just get whatever pad works for you, whatever you use like on your period. I would just use something like that and then have like a heavier pad. If you just go on like Amazon or Target or just Google and you type in like postpartum pads, they will give you tons of options. So just choose what pad works for you. I will just put what I used and then Again, just use something that you're comfortable with and used to, and you're going to be using a lot. I would also bring some disposable underwear and pads to the hospital. I think it's important to have pretty much everything that you're gonna use for postpartum at the hospital. I will say though that the hospital pretty much helps you with like everything, and they give you everything that you need. So like, I wouldn't worry too much about having everything with you. It is nice to have it all set up at home because you're gonna be tired, sleep deprived. You're just gonna wanna go in there, grab a pad, be done. You're not gonna wanna go look in your house and find it. You're going to want to have it on hand. And I would also recommend getting like a little caddy or storage bin and putting your disposable underwear and your pads inside of them. I set up my whole bathroom for postpartum where I had like everything organized into a bin. It was super easy accessible. I was also able to quickly see when I was running low on either the disposable underwear or the pads. The next thing that you will need, I didn't use Tux pads until I think I was like a month into postpartum. I didn't really need it. It was more like your stitches will start to kind of bother you, and then you just want like some type of relief. So I would just get Tux pads on hand. They are for hemorrhoids. I will say I didn't need I got the one that came with like 2 for the Tux pads. I thought I would be using them. I brought one to the hospital and I had one at home. I didn't use them at the hospital. I only, again, used them like once or twice a month in. So if you could find like a smaller container of Tux pads, then I would highly recommend that. If you're more prone to hemorrhoids, then I would definitely get the bigger pack because you probably will use them. You do get them from pushing during labor, so I would just have those on hand and they just kind of bring some relief. Again, those are Tux pads. That is my number 3 postpartum must-have. The next thing that you need this is so funny. This is the one thing that I did not have on hand for postpartum. My brother had to go pick some up and bring it for me, is Motrin. So I didn't know this, but you can't take, if you're breastfeeding, you can't take like Advil and stuff. You have to take what the hospital recommends. My hospital told me I could take Tylenol and Motrin together. So I took Tylenol and Motrin, not at the same time, but every few hours. I did it as the doctor recommended. So when it comes to leaving the hospital, ask them how many hours in between Motrin and Tylenol, and if you can take Motrin and Tylenol. It could be different for you if there was like something going on with your birth or your baby, if they're immune deprived. So ask your doctor, but for me, I took Tylenol and Motrin, and I highly recommend having both of those on hand. I didn't, and I had my brother go and get them again. So make sure you have Tylenol and Motrin. You will need both. Those 2 things helped me. Oh my gosh, they helped me so much during my postpartum recovery because I was very, very sore. I would say like the pain wasn't so bad. I did get the epidural though, but coming home even just like a week in, like if I was walking around a lot, which it's recommended by my doctor to move around more, when I would start moving around and doing dishes and things like that was when I started to feel more pain. So I would take Motrin and Tylenol. I took Motrin and Tylenol for probably the first 2 weeks pretty religiously because of the pain, but I do recommend having those 2 things on hand. Okay, postpartum number 5 is have a robe. Whether you are formula feeding or breastfeeding, have a robe on hand. You're not gonna want to be wearing, for me, I didn't want to be wearing like my pajama pants. I just wanted something that was like just quick and easy to take on and off when I needed to change my pad, take on and off when I needed to shower, take on and off when I needed to breastfeed. You just want something easy, like a nightgown, a robe, something of the sorts. I got the Baby Be Mine brand, so I actually brought mine with me to the hospital. So the Baby Be Mine brand has, it has like the robes, it has the matching baby outfits, it has like the matching baby blankets, like it has lots of options and they're really, really beautiful options. So that is what I got, and I will link below the coloration that I got as well. So there's lots of different designs. They sell it on Etsy, Amazon, and then they also have a website. I just got it from their website, but I'm going to link the Amazon link below. Okay, number 6 is the Herbal Perineal Spray. I think I said that right. Herbal Perineal Spray. Yes. Okay, so there's something called Dermaplast, and that's what they'll give you in the hospital. I personally wanted just something a little bit cleaner and like not as many chemicals because that's just how I am. So I got the Earth Mama Perineal Spray. I will say though, I will say that it almost sold out. I had to go on like 10 different websites to find it. Amazon usually has it in stock, but if you are getting close to labor, then I would 100% order it now and just have it ready in your hospital bag. When I was in the hospital, they did give me Dermaplast, and they like really advocate for you to use it because it really helps with the pain. So you just spray it down there, and it just helps kind of ease that like stinging pain that will be down there. So if you are fine with Dermaplast, that's an option, or the Herbal Perineal Spray by Earth Mama. I really like everything Earth Mama. I like for postpartum specifically. I haven't tried many of their baby products, but I will say that the Earth Mama Perineal Spray is really helpful. All of their teas are super helpful. They have a pregnancy tea, the red leaf raspberry tea, and the postpartum tea. So, oh, and they have the milk supply tea as well. So I like Earth Mama's tea too, but that's not on my postpartum, but I would also recommend those with the Herbal Perineal Spray. The next thing, this is for breastfeeding moms, so if you're doing formula, then just skip ahead a few minutes, but I've talked about this in my postpartum journey, that one of the most helpful things for me with breastfeeding was the nipple shields. I got the Medela one, but there are lots of brands, so just try out what works for you, or ask your pediatrician what you should use if that's something you're interested in. The nipple shields literally saved me when it came to breastfeeding. I had so much pain, and like it just was not working, and my daughter was just not getting the food that she needed to get. So my doctor had me use a nipple shield for 2 weeks and then wean her off for 3 or 4 days. When I first used them, they were so irritating. I remember like crying because I just was like so uncomfortable, and the nipple shield kept falling off, and like it would just like snap, and then like my hands would have been wet from like cleaning. It was just a disaster. But then I stuck it out, and after like maybe 3 days, I just got used to it. There was still times where it'd fall off, or like my daughter would accidentally like knock it when she was feeding. So there are like, it is kind of something that's annoying to use, but I will say, if you're having trouble with your daughter latching or your son latching, please try it, because it literally changed my entire breastfeeding journey. I'm telling you, it was the best choice I ever made. Breastfeeding after doing for 2 weeks was no longer painful for me at all. What people forget sometimes is that, especially like a first-time mom, like our nipples sometimes take time to shape for our babies. And so for me, the reason that my daughter was having trouble latching was because my nipple was too small, and it needed to like be formed and shaped for feeding specifically, which usually happens over months and months and months. But then breastfeeding is very painful, and you need your child to also get all the nutrients that they need through your milk, and you need your milk supply to come in. So the nipple shields are very helpful for breastfeeding. If you are having trouble with breastfeeding, or you're worried about it, just get like 1 case of them. They have them at Target, Amazon. Again, Medela nipple shields. I would talk to your pediatrician ahead of time before using them, just to make sure that that's something that your child should be using and can be using. Always check with your pediatrician when it comes to making decisions for your child. Okay. Number 8, this is again a breastfeeding postpartum must-have, is a nursing bra. So I'm gonna link below my favorite, and I love these bras. When I was pregnant, my bras were not fitting anymore because of course your breasts get larger, and so I started using these nursing bras, and I am telling you, these are the best thing. These are the best things in the entire world. They are so comfortable. Like your breasts just start to get really heavy from your milk supply coming in. So I would just say, like, get these nursing bras. They are so comfortable. Size up because your breasts will be larger. And they have like different colors and stuff. I just get the tan one because like they just match better underneath like my outfits when I go somewhere. I still wear these today. They are the most comfortable bras I have ever worn in my life. Like I remember after a couple months postpartum, like a couple weeks ago, I put on like a Victoria's Secret bra. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I have to wear this again. Like, I love these bras. They're so comfortable. So if you're pregnant right now and watching this, just get them and you will know what I'm talking about, because wearing a bra when you're pregnant is so hard, because like your stomach's big and like just like the area and your back hurts. So like I'm telling you, these are a game changer. Even if you are going to do formula, you should get these. They are so comfortable, and they are for breastfeeding, so they latch and unlatch while you're feeding, and they're super easy to pull up and down. The padding is not sewed into the bra. However, if like they get like messed up in the wash or something, they're super easy to put back into it. I've like bought bras where the padding will fall out and it's like impossible to put back in, and it's very frustrating, but these are super easy to put the padding back in if they come out or just get like kind of disconfigured inside of the bra. So that is number 8, nursing bra. Number 9, nursing pillows. So I didn't buy a nursing pillow. I actually ended up getting one after seeing my pediatrician because she introduced me to the Boppy. I knew that they were like there, and I knew like I even was going to get one. Whether you're breastfeeding or not, like they're just nice to have, like if you're sitting in bed and you just need to like plop your baby on it for a second or whatever the case may be. You're not supposed to leave your baby in a Boppy pillow though if you are walking away, or like you literally, like I would never leave my daughter on anything except like her bassinet. I still wouldn't even leave her on that. Like I'm always next to her. So read the warning signs on all products. There's a reason products get recalled. Look at what it says. Like you really should not be taking your eyes off your child at all, except when you're sleeping and they're safely in their bassinet. But I'm not a doctor, so talk to your doctor first. If it's a concern, don't get one. But I just want to say, like, the nursing pillow helps so much. I did get the Boppy one. And so it looks kind of like a donut, and you just put it like underneath your breast, I guess, or like on your stomach area. And it just is more comfortable for breastfeeding. I would recommend getting it ahead of time and washing it so that you can kind of like break it in a little bit, maybe like lay on it a little bit and get it kind of squishy, because for me, like it would just keep like popping off sometimes. But once I got kind of more comfortable with it, it was, oh my gosh, game changer. Get a Boppy nursing pillow. They also have like organic cotton options, and they have like cute like star ones. There's like tons of options online. Get what works for you. I just like the Boppy one. It was like the farmhouse theme one. It was super cute. So I still use that to this day. Paisley is getting so big, but like she's starting to sit up, and so like I'll sit her on it, and it just like gives her like some room to like wobble. She's starting to grab her toes. So like you will use it longer than just breastfeeding. Boppy also, I didn't know this until Paisley was born, but they have a tummy time pillow that looks like the Boppy. It's super cute. So I got that at Target, that Boppy one. The Boppy I'm linking below, I'm linking on Amazon, but I got mine at Target. And then the tummy time pillow, which just supports your baby, I got, I think I got that one at Target too. But oh my gosh, they are amazing. And Paisley loves the tummy time pillow. I'll go into that for newborn must-haves, but she loves that. Okay. Number 10, slippers. Again, doesn't matter if you're breastfeeding or formula, like slippers, oh my gosh. I needed slippers so bad because like if you are breastfeeding, then you're gonna have to get up to get your baby out of the bassinet and you're tired. Chances are if you are doing formula, then you have to go downstairs to make a bottle. Just in the middle of the night, like if you have to go downstairs or just get up to go get diapers or whatever the case may be, you're going to want to have slippers because it's cold. It's 2 a.m. It just makes you feel cozy. So I would highly recommend just getting a pair of slippers. And I linked my favorites below, and just get what works for you. Okay, the next one is number 11. This one is kind of self-explanatory, a water bottle. I say a water bottle and not just like, make sure you drink water, because if you get a water bottle, my brother always says this too, you're more likely to drink water. You're like, okay, I need to fill my water bottle. Like, it just keeps you accountable. So I would highly recommend getting a water bottle. I like the Hydro Flask kind. Especially if you're breastfeeding, not even if you're just breastfeeding, but like after labor, don't know what it is. You are so thirsty. You are so thirsty. Make sure you get yourself a water bottle. I recommend bringing it with you to the hospital, and then when you get home, washing it and continue using it every single day. If you are breastfeeding, you're going to need to be drinking a ton of water. And if you're not breastfeeding, you're still just going to be dehydrated from 1, lack of sleep, and 2, your body is going through a massive hormonal change after having a child. So staying hydrated is essential to your postpartum recovery. So I highly recommend getting a water bottle. If you can't, If you can't get a water bottle or you just like forget, just make sure you drink a glass of water. I actually drink 10 glasses of water a day, if not more, because our bodies, especially our guts, need water. So after having a baby, your body goes through all of these changes. Again, you're bleeding, your hormones are changing. So having a water bottle is on hand is so essential. Okay, this next one is so random. And I feel like some people will be like, what? Like, this is on your postpartum must-haves, but it is, okay? Because have comfortable pillows in your bed. The first few weeks, you are going to be spending so much time in bed. Like, you're going to be breastfeeding, sleeping, you're gonna be exhausted. So you're going to be in bed a lot and you're going to be getting up in the middle of the night a lot. Get comfortable pillows. Invest in comfortable pillows. And if possible, get pillows that are washable. I know Target has a couple that are washable because you will be spilling milk. If you're breastfeeding, like your milk will all of a sudden come in at 2 in the morning and be all over your bed. So invest in comfortable pillows where if you're sitting up, feeding a bottle, sitting up, breastfeeding, you want to have a lot of support for your back. I remember I had like these terrible pillows and I was so uncomfortable. And I was just like dreading getting up at 3 in the morning because I was so tired and I was so uncomfortable. And I was like, you know what? To my husband, I was like, we have to order pillows because this isn't working. So have your comforter ready, have your pillows ready, and have a really comfortable setting for your bed. Because at 3 in the morning, if your pillows are not comfortable and you're leaning, you're gonna wake up and your back's gonna hurt and you're gonna be even more cranky because you, 1, didn't get sleep, and then 2, you weren't comfortable when you were up. So invest in some good pillows. This is number 13, which is an ice pack. So again, I said I was gonna kind of go over a few things that I bought that I did not open, but I like almost used them and I probably should have used them. I just was too tired kind of thing. So I did get the ice packs. I will link the ones that I got below. At the hospital, they also give you ice packs and the hospital gives you so much, by the way, like all these postpartum things. Like I remember they handed me like a bag full of stuff for me for postpartum. So that's why I said, like, remember, you live in 2022, everything, like you can order things as you're going through your postpartum. And I mean, with Amazon or Target, it'll be there in like a day or two. So keep that in mind. Or like we have like a CVS down the street from us. So like I would send my husband out to get me something. Yeah. When it comes to ice packs, so like I didn't open mine because I think I did use one actually. I think I used one. I don't remember. I think I might have used one. But I just like was so tired, and I remember like when I used the ice pack, like it kind of like was uncomfortable for me. I just like didn't want to use it, but I think I did try at home. But I know that a lot of women find the ice pack so essential. Like my best friend, she used all of them. I bought her them for her baby shower and she told me she used all of them. And so I do recommend getting the ice packs. I bought a lot of them, which is why like I would say just get like a case of ice packs and then you'll probably use like a couple. If you have a mama friend who's also pregnant, maybe like go halvesies on it or something, because you can like sanitize it and just use it for like 24 hours. You'll mostly just need the ice packs in the very beginning when you are in a lot of pain, or like they have like those little donut seats. That would have been nice. Like if you're sitting, I remember it was Christmas. She was born a couple days before Christmas. And we were sitting FaceTiming family. And I just remember thinking like, oh, this is so painful. Like I need to go get an ice pack. But like I didn't want to like stick an ice pack in there. So I do think like the donut ice packs would also be pretty helpful for pain. So I'd either do like a donut ice pack or, and you can put them in your freezer, or just get the ice packs, either one, whatever you think will work for you. I do recommend having those on hand. Sometimes it's hard for Frida. Sometimes they don't have everything on Amazon or Buy Baby. So I ordered mine on Buy Baby a couple days before I went into labor. Well, I didn't go into labor, I was induced, but just have the ice packs on hand. This is something that I did use religiously. If you're gonna take away anything from my video, please take this with you. Order MiraLAX. Please order MiraLAX. So I watched so many postpartum videos where they said one of the scariest things for them was to go to the bathroom, number 2, after having a baby. So I was also really terrified about that. However, So in the hospital, they will give you a stool softener, and then when you come home, you're gonna want your own stool softener. I don't remember what they gave me in the hospital for a stool softener because I was so tired, but I like MiraLAX. I like the powder. I think it's easier to take. They come in like the little, I'll link the one I got. So you can either get like a tub thing of it or you can get like packs. I got the packs because they're so easy. You just fill up like a little glass of water, pour it in, chug it, done. One way to make sure that you take this religiously is to have like a time every day that you take it. Just like, I don't know if you've taken birth control or something, like I always would take it at the same time every day. Like, okay, 9:00 p.m. This is my time to take my, So for me, it was like at the first feeding of my daughter in the morning, which was like probably 5 or 6 a.m., I would go downstairs, drink a big glass of water and take my MiraLAX, and then probably like Motrin or something. So get MiraLAX or a stool softener that works for you, something that you like. But get a stool softener and take that every single day. And I'm telling you, your first going to the bathroom of number 2 will not be that bad. Like, I remember like when it came to that time, I was like telling my husband, like, I'm so scared. You will be fine. I'm telling you, it's not that bad. However, there was like a couple days I didn't take the MiraLAX, and then it was painful. That's why I'm saying, like, take a stool softener. I don't know why you wouldn't take a stool softener. Like, just please trust me, take a stool softener. Okay, this is my last postpartum must-haves, which is postpartum underwear. So I actually bought these when I was like, I don't know, 8 months pregnant. You have like a lot of things going on down there, so you do want, like, you're not going to be wanting to wear a thong. You're going to want to wear something comfortable, especially postpartum. So I will link my postpartum underwear below. However, I recommend getting them while pregnant if you're watching this pregnant, just because I wore them a lot. Like, to this day, I wear them to bed because they're super comfortable. They're just like loose. I don't know. They're just very, very comfortable. And when you switch to just using pads and not the disposable underwear, you're going to want to have something that's just comfortable. So I highly recommend getting some postpartum underwear, and I will link those below. So again, these are my 15 must-have essentials for postpartum. You will probably find some like other things along your journey of getting prepared to come home for postpartum that you believe are things that you will need. These are the 15 that I did use. I am 3.5 months postpartum, and I really went back and I went through everything that I bought. It like sound weird in the video, like got cut off. But yeah, so like just remember, like, you can order anything that you need, or like if you realize like, oh my gosh, I don't have something that I need, like someone can go and grab it for you. So I would just say, like, have these things organized, ready to go. I see a lot of people do like the carts where you set up like a cart, so that's an option. I just set up like the drawers in my bathroom. Have your bathroom set up. Please have your bathroom set up. You are going to be so frustrated with yourself if you get home and you are so sleep deprived and you just have stuff everywhere. And you're like, where's this? Where's this? Just have everything ready to go for you. Like, you probably will have everything like beyond set up for your baby because you're so excited to bring your little one home. But remember, like, you are also important and your recovery is really important. So have everything set up. Again, these are my 15 postpartum must-haves. These are the essentials for me, and I highly recommend getting these things for your postpartum. If you have any questions about postpartum, you can check out my postpartum journey video. I really go into just a raw conversation about postpartum depression, postpartum baby blues, just all the ins and outs of what I've experienced during postpartum. So I will link that video below as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment below any questions that you have about postpartum, or if you want any questions about these products, then comment below. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm super open to talking to you about postpartum, or just any questions you have. You can reach out to me on Instagram or reach out to me on YouTube. If you want to see more videos like this, then please subscribe below.